What's going on, guys? Got another comic book haul video for you. Got a couple stacks of books here. One from the pop-up comics shop that they always do during the summer, run by a guy and his son. The guy used to have his own comic shop back in the 90s, and he sells out of his garage. It's a garage sale type thing mostly, where he has a bunch of comics, a bunch of toys, and movies and action figures, stuff like that. So I just go there a couple times a year, dig through their stuff. He's always pretty good about flipping out the inventory and rotating it. So got a couple dollar books, a couple 50-cent books, and then they were actually having a sale. All their books under $10 were half off, so I grabbed a couple of those as well. And then I got another stack of books from the Comic Book World warehouse sale, I guess. The one that they had at Florence. I went up there for one day. They did the 3-day sale on Labor Day here in Louisville. I went every day to that, and then I just went one day to the one up in Florence because they had mostly the same books, but I did find some stuff still. They put some new long boxes out in addition to the other like 300 boxes they had, so it's pretty cool. Start off with the dollar books here from the garage sale. I just got this Mega Man book. It's number 41. Just grabbed this one because it was a convention exclusive. I'm not sure what convention it's from or when it came out, but just a fun Mega Man cover for $1. Grabbed this Wildcat Adventures number 1. This is based on the cartoon. I never watched the Wildcats cartoon. It came out in the 90s, obviously, when Wildcats first came out. It was kind of the image version of X-Men, I guess. I can't remember if they had the cartoon on here in Louisville where I lived at the time or not, but I never watched it, so I don't know if it was any good or not. But the comic book is very much in that animated style, like the X-Men show, so I just grabbed that. I did like the Wildcats, the regular book. I'm not sure how long the Adventures series ran, but it's pretty cool. This was just a random pickup. It's a Squirrel Girl cover. Looks like, I don't think that's Art Germ. It kind of looks like Art Germ, but it's just a Virgin variant. This one I just picked up because actually it was Magic the Gathering related. Before I went to the comic book sale, I was playing Magic on my computer, and the set at the time had featured squirrels as a prominent creature type. So I had squirrels on the brain, and had just played a squirrels deck and done pretty well with it. So then I saw this Squirrel Girl comic, and kind of an impulse buy, just for $1 though. So pretty cool. This I'd never seen before. It's Dark Horse Presents May, M-A-E is the title of this one. It's the Frank Cho book, or Frank Cho cover. He didn't do the interior art. But like I said, I'd never seen this before, and it's kind of a interesting cover from Mr. Cho, so always happy to find unknown Cho stuff. Couple 50-cent books here. Got this cool Ghostbusters 88 Mile Per Hour, looks like is the publisher. This is number 1. It's the Venkman cover. I think they did a cover for each of the Ghostbusters. This was the only one they had, so Venkman, I think Egon was probably my favorite one, but Venkman's good too, so can't go wrong with that. Bucky O'Hare, just a fun little mini-series. I think this was the last one I needed to complete the first, I think it was 6 issues. So I've been able to find all those in the cheap bin. Just really like the art style, and just kind of a fun space pirate story with a rabbit, kind of like Usagi almost, minus the samurai stuff. This was one of the priced books I got. It was $3 price tag, so it was $1.50. Just Captain America Bronze Age 261. Just working on this run, so happy to grab that. I grabbed this early Captain Marvel. This has an $8 price tag on it, so it's $4. It's number 19 from Volume 1. This is after the costume change, I guess, from his green, like 50s style sci-fi to the more modern looking costume that he has and is known for. So just Captain Marvel is one of my favorites. Like to pick up the early stuff. You don't find it for cheap, obviously, but this is not in perfect condition. There's a couple of cracks on the spine and everything, but it's fully intact. So for $4, can't beat that. Grabbed this Cable and Deadpool Split Second number 1 for $1. The $2 price tag, so it was $1. This is a fun little mini series. I think it was 3 issues. I know one of them has a like Back to the Future homage cover, so happy to find that. Got a Masters of the Universe. Unfortunately, it's not Dolph Lundgren on the cover like that one found last year, but still, it's a shiny hollow foil. Can't see it too well. Take it out. The He-Man does kind of look like that Dolph Lundgren style, so I do appreciate that. There's a shiny hollow foil. It's a pretty cool wraparound. So Skeletor looking pretty badass there. The Eternia Warriors looking ready to fight. So that one had a $5 price tag, so it's $2.50. That one looks like it's cover B, so that's pretty cool. Got a couple of Moon Knight Volume 1 books, number 16 and number 18. These were $2.50 and $3 a piece. So some of the later issues, I think it ran about 25-30 issues that first volume. So I've got number 1, so I'm trying to slowly fill out that whole run. And then the last book I got from the garage sale was this The Wild Core number 1. It's a polybagged Brett Booth image, like crossover book, I think, or alternate team maybe for Wild Core, kind of like how X-Force maybe was the Special Forces group for X-Men. Maybe that's what the Wild Core is. This has a preview of DV8 on the back as well. It didn't have the Dave Stevens cover, any of the other ones. I know there's like 8 different versions of issue 1, like J. Scott Campbell and Dave Stevens doing some of the covers, but that is not the case on the back. I didn't want to open up the poly bag. It's got a preview with like sketches and stuff, so I'm not sure what's in there, but I may open that eventually. So those were all the books from the garage sale. Pretty nice stack. And then this last stack, these were all dollar books from the Comic Book World sale up in Florence. Got a couple of fun books, fun sports themed books. This is the Wildstorm Sports official program. They put some of the like Gen 13, Stormwatch, and Wildcats characters in like 90s sports cards. There's some skiing, there's some scuba diving, some wakeboarding. I think there's a couple of rollerblade things too. There's a skateboarding, jet ski, hacky sack, BMX, jet ski. This is a rollerblade. Rollerblading. Oh, promised in here. There we go. Can't get more 90s than some rollerblading image comic book stars. So that's a fun little book. Grabbed this Colorado University comic book. Never seen this before. This was shortly after Colorado won the national championship in 1990 or 1991. It's got some sports cards of these other, they're like advertisements basically for these other comic books. So there's a Colorado one, they did a UNLV one, a Broncos one, and a Saints. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for those. Another sports book here. Got 2 issues of Gridiron Giants featuring Barry Sanders, Terrell Davis, Jake Plummer, and Dan Marino. Not sure how Jake Plummer got involved in that group. I guess must have been right around the time he was good. He wasn't good for very long, but Barry Sanders is one of my favorite running backs, and Terrell Davis wasn't that good for that long either, but he's kind of like Gale Sayers. He did a lot of stuff, a lot of quick, in a short period of time. Got him into the Hall of Fame, so good for him. But just fun. I just like finding these fun sports comic books. It reminds me of that Superstars TV show with Michael Jordan and Wayne Gretzky, and was Bo Jackson the other one? I think Bo Jackson was the other one. So I'd really like to find, I don't know if they did comic books for that cartoon or not, but I'd definitely love to find that. A couple books to sell here. This is a Living Dead Revival Superheroes Rising. This is a catalog for Double Take, I guess, from 2016. It's just a Jeff DeCall cover. That's why I got it. I know his stuff sells. There's a couple listed on eBay for like $30, so I'll try to sell this one. Another one, weird book, Complete Cheech Wizard. I've never seen this one before. Cover just kind of caught my eye. And again, that's listed on eBay for like $30 or so. So try to sell that. And last one to sell here is this Digital Webbing Presents #1. This one also goes for about $30. I know some of these Digital Webbing Presents have some random appearances in it. I think one of them has a Ninja Turtles appearance. It's got the Ninja Turtles on the cover, so that's the one I'm always looking for. But this one caught my eye just because it was #1, and I knew it. Some of them go for a bit on the secondary market, so that's why I grabbed it. Got a fun lawyer book here. These Wolf and Bird, Counselors of the Macabre. Halloween's coming up, so it's got a cool Dracula cover. I like the crossover stuff, so we got Robotech and Voltron on there. That kind of looks like Captain Harlock. That might be one of the Robotech guys, but he's got that like space pirate eye patch, so I don't know what that's about, but pretty cool. This was Usagi Yojimbo #6. This is from the IDW run that finished last year. This was the only one I needed to complete the run, so I was happy to grab that one for $1. Got a cool Saya Aum cover, this Executive Assistant's Assassins. I'd never seen this one before, but obviously she's got a very distinctive art style, so her stuff always grabs my eye, so I'm happy to find stuff that I don't have from her for $1. Got this Galaxy Quest #4. Galaxy Quest is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. If you like Star Trek, it's a parody film of Star Trek. It's just really, really good. And I don't know how long the comics lasted, but I've seen them a couple places before, but they're always pretty beat up. So this one was in really good shape, so I grabbed that one. Got this Annihilation Heralds of Galactus #1. I showed #2 in a couple videos ago. It's a connecting cover. You can see kind of Galactus's face is half cut off, so #2 connects. And it's kind of like that Adi Granov, Alex Ross kind of painted art style, so it's pretty cool. Got a nice Terrax on the cover. I got another fun crossover book here, this Altered Image. I've got #1. I didn't know they actually did more than one, so I was happy to find #2. Got some Stephen Platt goodness. This Passover #1. I think this was just a one-shot, basically. I don't think they ever did any more than one issue of that, unfortunately. And he does not do the interior art, just the cover, but happy to find Stephen Platt stuff when I can. Really happy to find this one, this Injustice vs. Masters of the Universe. Another fun crossover. Freddie Williams doing the cover art and the interior as well. Really like his art style, so really happy to find this one. I think I only need one more now for this one. This is a 6-issue miniseries, and Freddie Williams seems to like the crossover work as well. He's doing, I know he did the Batman Ninja Turtles one, did a lot of the IDW DC crossover stuff, so I was happy to find that. Just another fun local pickup, I guess. This is Igloo Barbecue. I have no idea what this is, but it was a Cincinnati Comic Expo exclusive. So I just grabbed it because Florence is right outside of Cincinnati. They're actually doing the Cincinnati Comic Expo this weekend up there. I was thinking about going up there tomorrow, which is Sunday, to dig, but we'll see. Got a Battlestar Galactica 6. 6 is the character on the front there, if you don't know, and it's #1, and it's just a cool Jenny Frison cover. I think she did the cover A's for the first few issues of this. I'm not sure how many there were, but I just grabbed that one. Battlestar Galactica is a favorite show of mine, and Jenny Frison's a good artist, so can't go wrong with that combination. Finishing up here with some mostly Rob Liefeld. All Rob Liefeld books left and one Bruce Timm. So this is the Rob Liefeld section. This is not Rob Liefeld on the cover. This is Coven #6, but a lot of these early awesome books are flip covers, and we got the rejects on the back, which is Rob Liefeld creation and cover. It's kind of a cool mech suit, and these reject books, there's like tons of flip books on these awesome ones, so I always check the awesome ones, even the ones that aren't titled rejects, just to see what's on the back, because there's just so many different variations of them. And this is the preview edition, I think. the rejects, and then on the back here it's got just the black and white line art, so that's why I picked that one up. I think I've got the main one with just that on the cover, but I didn't have the one with the black and white on the back. More Liefeld, get this Bloodstrike Brutalist number 0, just Mr. Liefeld doing the cover. I don't think he did the interior. And then a fun Blood Wolf book number 1. I think there's 3 different versions of this. Different ones have him saying different things in the word bubble there, so I didn't have this one, but I've got the other 2, I think, so I was happy to finish that out. And then last Liefeld books here, we got some late Youngblood issues. Got number 73, 74, and 76. These were towards the end of the run. They're kind of hard to find, so that's why I picked those up. And let's see, last book here. This was from actually Great Escape here in Louisville. I grabbed this one a couple weeks ago when I went in to buy bags and boards. This is just a Invincible Iron Man homage to number 1, obviously, but it's Bruce Timm doing it. I think it's a 1 in 25 variant, so they had it for cover price basically for $5, so I snagged that one and was happy to do that because you don't see Bruce Timm doing a lot of stuff anymore, so it's a nice find. Alright guys, that's going to do it. If you're in the Louisville area next weekend, the last weekend in October, I'm going to actually set up at the Halloween Creature Fest out in Shepherdsville. I'm going to selling some comic books out there, so it's always a fun time. It's a smaller show, but there's, last couple years I've been 12 to 15 comic vendors. They have arcade games set up that you can play, and they have a bunch of cool models and stuff. So if you're in the area, I think it's like $15 or $20 per day or something. So just stop by, check it out, and if you see me, come by and say hi. Talk to you later, guys. See ya.